The kind of picture you have in your head will influence how you react, will influence how your reaction, which of course you have the ability to control. You have the ability to talk yourself out of negative thoughts. You have the ability to talk yourself out of negative things or negative criticism that you give to yourself or people give to you. In the last few weeks, I have been talking about self-doubt, and good enough, I have had a couple of people come back to me and we've had further discussions about those topics on self-doubt. But one thing I have observed is that some people find it hard to break that circle of self-doubt. And there are reasons why you find it very hard to break that habit of doubting yourself, doubting your abilities. It's something that you need to take charge of. And I'll be sharing those reasons with you because there are things that you need to take note of. And it is not just you, it happens to lots of people. In this episode, I'll be talking more about that. If you don't know me, I am Bola Adeyeye Omishade, and this is the Bola Adeyeye Omishade Show. It is a community where we support people to be the best version of themselves. So if this is the first time you're joining us, thanks for joining. If you want to watch our future episodes, do not forget to subscribe and also click on the notification button so that you are reminded of our future episodes. And of course, I'm happy to have you here. Thank you for joining. And to my returning viewers, thank you so much. I hope you learn all the time. I hope you, and of course, I know if you don't learn, you won't be here. So thank you for your consistent support. Thank you. That's really appreciated. Now, if at the end of this video you find it very useful, do not forget to give it a thumbs up as well as share with anyone you think will find it useful. Now, back to the topic for today. You doubt yourself, or it's hard for you to break that circle of self-doubt, even though you have had lots of reasons why you need to not doubt yourself, reasons why you need to build your confidence, even though you've consistently had those, but you still find it very hard. You, in your head, the picture that you have created determines your reality. So in your head, you have created a picture that you cannot get that job. In your head, you have created a picture that people do not like you. In your head, you have created a picture that you do not fit into that community. You have created, and for example, when you look at a picture, some people, I've had people say that I'm quite, what's the code? I have a photographic memory, and you know what? So, and of course, with learning, when you use images, it sort of stays in your head for a long time. And that's the same thing applies with you, you trying to break the circle of self-doubt. It means that you have created a picture in your head that needs to be redrawn or retaken. You need to take charge and control the kind of picture that you have about yourself. And that also works hand in hand with the kind of words that you say. So the picture that you have created in your head and the kind of words you say to yourself becomes your reality. My my 3-year-old daughter, she says, when you say she's done something maybe I don't like, and I say, oh, you're still a baby, I know that she always likes to say that she is a big girl. And I say to her, you're a baby. And then she says, no, I'm not a baby, I'm a big girl. I'm a big girl, So I want you to try to, because and that's with all children, whatever memory they have in their head, they have in their heads that their parents are big, their daddy is big, their mommy is big. That is the kind of picture they have in their head, and that stays there. And when they're talking about it, they talk about it with confidence because they have created that image on her head. Recently, and we went to the playground, and they had two different kinds of swings. There was one that was for babies, and the one, the one that had the barrier to keep them safe, and the other one where you could hold and just slide or swing. And I said, oh, do you want to go to the other one? She said, no, that's for babies. I'm a big girl. And you see, that's because in her head, she has created a picture that swing that has barrier is they made for babies, and she is a big girl. Okay, so I want you to start thinking like a baby, like how a child will convincingly say things that they believe that they have created in their head. And you need not just creating that picture, it needs to go hand in hand with the words that you say. Okay, I am clever, I am intelligent. In addition to that, you need to add the reasons, because that just verifies and it validates things that you are saying out of your mouth. I am going to get a distinction because I am going to work hard. I am going to get that job because I'm going to keep applying and preparing until I achieve it. I am going to get that business proposal, that business contract, because I am going to keep applying. I'm going to keep asking questions. I'm going to keep doing it until I achieve it. So the picture you create in your head, in addition to the words you say and how you validate those words, will help you break that habit of not being able to be confident, or break that self-doubt. So when you are talking, and you need to say it confidently, because there is this thing that comes with you being very confident about what you want, about your abilities. And if, for example, somebody comes to you and say, oh, I don't think you can do this, you boldly look at them and say, yes, I can. Although you at the time, maybe you might not, but you say, I can because I am going to work hard, I'm going to learn. If 1, 2, 3 people can do this, then I can. So you need to be confident, you need to be very positive about your abilities. I cringe when people say, I can't get this job, I can't study, you have you, because it is a picture that you have already created in your head, and you're backing them up with those words. And unfortunately, that becomes your reality. In addition to that, the reason why you find it very hard to break that circle of self-doubt is because you do not love yourself. The moment you start liking yourself, the moment you start believing, not even believing actually, yeah, that comes with it, but when I mean like, when you see things that you deserve and you go for it, within yourself that you deserve it, or when you see things that you want and you say, yes, I deserve to, you like yourself, you But when you don't like yourself, and that comes with self-esteem. Self-esteem is what you feel about yourself. If you feel, if you feel you need to get that job, if you feel you deserve to get that job, you know, that starts with, it's all backed up with you liking yourself. Until you start liking yourself, will you be able to control that habit of self-doubt, that habit of, I really, would they like me? We, will they listen to me? Will I be able to sell my products to them? Will they like my products? You need to like what you do. And that starts with liking yourself, because when you like yourself, you would like what you do. You would appreciate your hard work. If you don't appreciate your hard work, how do you expect others to appreciate it? You reflect what people would see. You reflect what people would think of you. And that starts with liking yourself. And liking yourself also includes believing in yourself, believing in what you do, believing in what you can do. So another reason that you are not able to break that habit of self-doubt is because you do not like yourself. And also, you're still judging yourself. That's another reason. You're still judging yourself that I cannot do this. I cannot do that. In your head, you might not think that you're doing that, but unconsciously, you are judging yourself. Unconsciously, you're saying to yourself, I'm dumbhead. We say, I'm stupid. Some people are just used to those, oh, no, 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 to saying those kind of words. I'm stupid. I'm dumbhead. Oh, I can't compare myself to you, because you're judging yourself. Who are you to judge yourself? You know, who are you to judge yourself? You know, you shouldn't judge yourself. You shouldn't. So not until you stop judging yourself in the wrong way, then you will be able to break that habit of self-doubt. And you really have to talk yourself out of it. You really have to talk yourself out of judging yourself. And judging yourself comes with comparing yourself with this person. I used to do that a lot. I used to compare myself. I used to judge myself a lot. I used to be my own judge first before, and then when any other person says one or two things, it just sort of helps to validate whatever they have said, because I have been my own judge already. I already crucified myself before, and then when somebody else says something similar, it just reinforces what I've been thinking in my head. So is this you? Are you judging yourself? That is the reason why you're not able to break that circle of self-doubt. Are you still judging yourself? That is the reason why you're not confident enough to apply for that job. Are you still judging yourself? That is the reason why you are not able to market that product. Are you still judging yourself? That is the reason why you're not able to showcase that product and say to people, this is my hard work. Have you tried being like a baby? Have you tried thinking like a baby? And people, I like myself. And instead of you waiting for people to come to you and say, oh, instead of you thinking, does this person like me? No, say, I like myself. And if I like myself, well, this person should like me. And if this person does not like me, that's your cup of tea, tough. If I sell my product, I like my products. I believe, because you'd have to believe in that your product. And if you believe that your product is going to solve the customer's problem, you see, you're presenting it to the customer. It just shows your confidence. You believe in that product, and that would also, it would attract the customer to believe in that product, because you are not a negative judge of that product. You haven't negatively judged that product. And it's just like somebody coming to you and selling a product to you and say, well, this product, it works on so, but I don't really, you have it that it clears your skin on the packaging, and then you want to sell it to a customer and say, it clears your skin slightly, but not all the time. You have already judged the product negatively. You're going for a job interview, you're in an interview, and they're asking you a question, and you know that that's one of the skills required for the job, and you say, I don't think I'm not that clever to be able to do that. You said, well, you have to be a very clear judge and say, well, at the moment, it is a skill that it's in progress. I'm willing to learn, instead of being very negative and saying no. So you have to stay positive, create a very clear picture. In addition to the words that comes out of your mouth, all those together will create the reality of breaking that habit of self-doubt. Not until you are able to do this, you would still struggle. You would struggle with low self-esteem. You would struggle with lack of confidence. You will struggle with breaking that habit of self-doubt. In summary, the first thing I have said is, for you to break that circle of self-doubt, what picture have you created in your head? In addition to the picture, you need to ask yourself, what words comes out of your mouth about your own self? Are they negative words? Are they positive words? Because do you have a picture that you can never make it? Do you have a picture that, oh, in this country, I can never make it? Do you have a picture in your head that in this country, I can never get this kind of job? Do you have the picture in your head that, oh, because my skin is of this color, I can never get this kind of job? You need to take all those pictures out of your head, because of the kind of picture you have in your head will influence how you react, will influence how your reaction, which of course you have the ability to control. You have the ability to talk yourself out of negative thoughts. You have the ability to talk yourself out of negative things or negative criticism that you give to yourself or people give to you. You have the ability to do that. In addition to that, you don't like yourself. You don't like yourself. If you're still finding it very hard to break that circle, have you asked yourself, when you see things and you like them, do you go for them? Do you say, oh, I don't deserve those things? Or do you say, well, I deserve them. I work hard to get them? Because you always need to back them up with reasons. And finally, you're still judging yourself. You're judging yourself negatively. You're criticizing yourself negatively. And that is why it's very difficult for you to break that circle of self-doubt. You stop that from today. In the comments, I want to hear from you. What are you going to stop doing today? What are you going to stop doing so that you can break that habit of doubting yourself? Create a positive picture. Do you know somebody who is struggling? Do you know somebody who is struggling to break self-doubt? Share this with them if they need to hear this. Share with your family. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, if you have found it very useful. And of course, I want you to share your thoughts in the comments on how you've been able to break that hard habit of self-doubt. Share with us, share with the viewers on ways you've implemented and has worked for you. You never can tell. One or two persons will find it very useful. And yeah, if you have any questions, as usual, leave them in my email. The email is on the screen, or of course, send me an email. I'll be happy to get people to talk about it. And if I can't, I will if I can talk about them, I will talk about them. And thanks for joining me today. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it as well. And thanks for watching me today. This is Bola Adeyeye Omishade, and I'll see you next week. Bye.